Hello, fellow academics, and welcome to watching the sheep eat simulator. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to Foundation. We are back in our little village. It's not so little anymore. With 68 people, we're actually overall doing pretty okay, I would say. Alright, last time we've started to make our way into food production, where we're going to create some bread so we can unlock a few more of our trading routes, as well as have created a charcoal hut that will allow us to, well, sell charcoal. So that is the first thing. I'm gonna make sure it is in there. Charcoal, we're not buying it. Resource not available. Okay, so never mind about that. I thought we had already unlocked the trading route that wants charcoal. We can buy charcoal from someone, but this is the one... No, we can buy charcoal from them as well. But this is the one that wants to buy charcoal from us. So, we kind of want to unlock this, but in order to unlock this, we definitely need to improve our relationship with the kingdom, as we currently have 0 kingdom splendor. Oops. Anyways, so yeah, instead, I think I'm gonna reduce maybe the effort of, let's leave them in here. But one thing that we can actually do, and I've been pushing this off for quite a while, is to put in an iron mining camp. We have some iron right here, so let's make sure we have someone to actually harvest the iron. Let's place it just over there. And then we're gonna move into our sheep territory to actually keep building an iron smelter. Let's have it face... Actually, I want it to face this way. And we're building them just on the cliffside. Can leave a little path in the back for them to go in. Build this. And the next thing we're also going to set up is the blacksmith. That should be able to finally produce us some tools. And it is high time that we are getting some tool production going on our own. Because right now we're just buying it. And it costs a ton. Now, with them being built up here, that will also look just very nice. Let's go ahead and build that in here. And now I'm going to zoom out a little bit because it got a little bit too loud for me. Alright, another villager came in. Why haven't you guys finished this yet? What are you building? I wonder if we just need more builder huts. So at the moment we have 2 of them down here. But it seems like they are busy. Overall, just very busy. Nonetheless, nope, not a forester camp. I made that mistake the last time. Let's go into all. Builder's workshop. And let's actually just fill in this corner piece right here. Although we might want to put another iron miner in this corner as well. So what we could do is place it along the path here. Or actually, I do want to keep that tree, because I think that tree actually looks quite nice. Alright. So I think we're gonna just put it over here. Place it? No, you know what? We're... No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, build it here, because we can always destroy it if we need to. Alright. I'm on free time. What about the others? Are you all on free time? 2 are on free time, I think. 1 is sleeping. Free time. So we actually didn't need more of these. Maybe this is just pretty far away. You know what this needs? We're severely lacking stone. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna complain there's not enough houses, isn't he? So, let's see. 1 iron camp, 1 stonecutter camp. So let's go ahead and place another stonecutter camp. And I think we're gonna place it in this corner right there. Resource production, stonecutter camp. Let's remove that. Actually, we don't need to remove that tree. Instead, we're gonna try to nudge it in. So it looks good and leaves the trees intact. So let's build this. Highest priority, and before he runs away, let's see what the church wants. A providential trade route. The abbess is glad you have established a trade route with Kinstone Abbey. Well, happy to. She believes monasteries on both sides would benefit from trading with each other and would like to know if you need anything. Donation could be nice. The trade price bonus of 10% from village with clerical. Oh. That sounds really good. We could also get the material. Is this permanent? Let's do it. Oh, and they want more stuff. Offering bread for your herbs and berries. I can give you berries, but I don't have herbs at all. This is not nearly enough bread. They would give me 20. Alright, I can't do that right now. Which is a shame. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Increase housing density. Villagers are happy to learn about your plans to enhance fortifications and carry out patrols. Sure. Let's say those were totally my plans. Yeah. They believe this will increase the village density and foster prosperity for the entire community. Alright, let's do it. I do need to work off some of these. And I think the decorations will be the first one that we should be focusing on, because I think it's the easiest one to do. Prosperity 62, didn't we need? We needed prosperity to unlock something in here. Oh, all of this. Right, never mind then. So, but tier 2 decorations, that is exactly what we want. And what they asked for is a rose bush. Let's see, decorations are here. A rose bush. Let's place that. Nobody seems to be walking over here, so let's place the rose bush right there. So, rose bush set. Terracotta bench. Simple bench. A terracotta bench? Terracotta bench. Indeed. Alright. If you wanted to have a bench, you kind of would want it ideally... Oh, it's facing the other direction, I guess. I think you would want it ideally close to the well. So we're gonna place that terracotta bench over here. A young oak planter. A young oak planter. Wow, that thing is huge. Alright. Could actually just place it on top of this. What else do they want? A road sign? A rope fence? You know what? I am just placing this on top so we can kind of hide that... Well, not hide, but incorporate this a little bit nicer. Ooh, 20 gold. So that will take a little bit. They also want a road sign. Good, I can leave that in there. So they want a road sign. Wooden torch stand. What is this? Wall torch. There we go, a road sign. kind of want to place it further away, but if I place it too far away, sort of that added bonus kind of doesn't quite reach. So let's place it actually over here. It still reaches this house, so that is fine. And then it does want a rope fence. So let's see, where is the rope fence? Here we go. Let's for now just place it over here, and then we can later on kind of just expand this a little bit more and sort of fence off our city center, so to speak. All right, we can place these two, and now we're just waiting to get a few more coins to build that oak planter. What are you? Did I just build? Yeah, the stonecutter camp. Oh, no villagers available. And I've built another one down here. That set you to pause, because we don't need you right now. But I think it is also time... Well, first of all, we don't have villagers. A house is upgrading. Oh, I see. When it is pretty, they start upgrading. Right. Right, there's one villager at least coming in. And I think they're just gonna go immediately into... Actually, they're not gonna go in here. I can unpause you guys now. And we're just gonna keep adding a few more miners in there. We also have enough money to build this. Look at that. Doesn't it look nice as a city center? Regretting a little bit the choice of placing this in like an angle over here. But I think it is fine. Alright, we've built the monastery. We need a monastery that has an herb garden, has a monastic scriptorium, and a population of 4. Oh, they're also building this. Awesome. And this as well. Everything is actually ready there. So they just need to hammer it into existence. And that just needs a few more stones, which I think means I should pause one of you guys. Alright. Didn't expect us to at any point... Well, we do have one unemployed villager. Why are you novice? Oh, I see. Because you're a monk, you're considered unemployed because you don't really have... Interesting. Let's have a quick look at this. Chapel. Add a sub-building. Here we go. Monk dorm. Scriptorium. We could do the hall. Like one of these. That might actually make the most sense. If we attach it over here... I wonder if we could. If we attach this over here... Well, oh, we can't. Well, we should be. But why can't I attach this on this side? Would a scriptorium be separate from everything? I guess not necessarily from everything. It seems like it would definitely be separate from this part. So I think what we're going to do instead is build out in this direction. Let's put this down, rotate this around, connect this up. Actually, it doesn't look great with the wood. So instead, Rustic quarters? No. Rustic. Yeah, rustic. The passageway sounds actually kind of nice. So let's put this in. Make sure it's kind of tall-ish. And that will allow us later on to build a few more things around there. Because we could also put another quarters in the back. Major quarters. But you know what? For now, as a scriptorium, let's just build that. Let's look at the other sub-buildings. Herb garden, and I was told you can't actually increase this once you've placed it. But I don't know why you wouldn't be able to add to the herb garden. Herb garden hut. We could kind of place it... where would we place the hut? Because I think we need the hut, and then we can actually put in a ton of these planters and things like this. Where did you come from? You're seriously collecting from all the way down here? Crazy. Huh. Alright. Just quick check. There's still enough food going around. Oh. More villagers. Yes, please. Welcome to the tribe. Okay. Gonna add this. Also gonna devote one female one in here. I never set this to be built. But I think now it is actually time. So we could actually build the church kind of around it. And then use the center here as the herb garden. And you know what? I don't hate that. Right? Which is already a good start. So let's go in here. Edit the building. Would we want to put in... What is that? It's used for storing and trading monastic type of resources, best suited for brothers and sisters. Free build. A great hall, a vegetable garden. Non-dorm, a chapel. So we've built the chapel. We now built the monastic scriptorium. A berry garden. Refectory, a place where monks and nuns can consume rustic food and monastic food. Best suited. Okay. Let's... Oh, I see. The rest we will actually need to unlock, don't we? So, like the beer and the... Actually, not in here. That should be over here. Beekeeping, monastic kitchen, emissary. Interesting. Wait. Beer production is over here. Is that separate? Where's the wine? So cheese is here. I mean, the grapes? Wasn't it grapes that one of the trade routes wanted? Let's see. You wanted barrels. No, you sell barrels. You want to buy herbs. Actually, you buy herbs for a lot. Honey? There. Grapes. Where are the grapes? Am I missing something? Common wares. No. Cheese stuff. What are you? Paved roads. Oh yeah, now I see it. Tavern kitchen. Where are the grapes? Winemaking. Wow, all the way down there? Wow. That's far, far down. So we could do the beer instead. It does actually remind me. Look at this. It is done. So is this. And we just don't have enough settlers to fill this up. Improving trade with Kinstone. The Abbey of Kinstone seeks a patron to endow new trade counters and improve business relationships. They hope you will provide such influence. Sure. Alright. Here one comes. Now we have at least one miller that can turn our wheat into flour. Let's have a quick look. You actually need a well. And you know what? We're gonna build another well. Let's see. If you were, well, there. And we're gonna build it right over there. It kind of makes sense. First of all, there's some water here. And second of all, they need some water too. So, actually, we're gonna build it in this corner. Alright, and the next settler that is coming in will actually become a baker. So the happiness has been going down, which I think means we should reduce our taxes. Here we go. How much did we lose from that? Wow, we're making a ton of taxes. So that's 80 minus for all of that. I think now we can actually unpause you, because you are just sitting around. And now we can just sell our polished stones off again. I guess we are technically still building that. Alright, convinced. Pause. Here we go. There's actually one more settler coming in and another messenger. So overall, not too bad. I wonder if I have the Scriptorium, if I can then assign a priest. Let's actually try to find this priest. Nope. Attendance. Nope. Alright. Oh, that's the messenger. It's the church again. Iron ore for the bishop. They want 100. Oh, we've built the iron mine. We have nowhere to store it at the moment. But again, that is something that we can definitely fix, because we also need to store our excess coal. You know what? Let's give that a go. How much time? 15 days. Where's the day counter, actually? Oh, down there. We have 38. I don't know if we're gonna make that in time. Yeah, sorry, maybe next time. But it did remind me, we definitely need to build another warehouse. And we're gonna set it outside of our territory. That sounds perfect. Alright. Territory costs 15 per month. But yeah, I think we need the space, don't we? I also just remembered we're also building these. Alright, 4 polished stones. I do want to kind of high prioritize this. 5 polished stones for this. Because they're... yeah, no, all of that is okay. So, yeah, we definitely need a warehouse, because they're building up stuff. This is still adequately sized. You know what? Maybe we'll just place it next to here. Not this. build this. And I guess we could immediately expand this if we wanted to. Do we need to? Or do we want to be honest? Actually, for now, we're just gonna leave that, but we might expand this over here moving forward. All right, another person in, which means we can build this guy. The well is actually in. That's like, wait, what? Ah, wrong one. The well is in, awesome. The well is in, great. So this guy can actually relatively quickly get to producing. Turning the flour into some definitely needed bread. So we can actually unlock the next milestones. So Taylor's workshop, you're the granary. I kind of want to stop storing the boars and start storing some bread. Are you sure you want to change the resource sign to a slot? 54 will be lost unless transported elsewhere. 17 berries for 19 gold. I'll take it. Alright. I think we actually just need to place another granary. So we're producing our berries over here and our meat somewhere over there, here. Which means we really don't have a good space. This would be a much better space. Can I actually move you? Apply changes. Nope. I cannot move you. Because again, this would be a much better space for a granary compared to the warehouse. But obviously that's not happening. So maybe we put another granary on the back here actually. Like half tucked away behind the mansion. This is an entryway. Is this the only entranceway? I think this was the only entranceway. Right. So we're gonna move this close. I mean, not massively close. But this way our mansion, where we live, is actually close to a granary. Which, oh, what about the depot? Let's make sure we're looking at this from the right one. This is the warehouse. There we go. Oh, but that only allows us to increase the storage, right? Which we could actually place over here anyways, moving forward. As we will need some additional storage anyways. But for now, we want to put in different foods. So let's place that here. Which means you, once this is built, refuse, empty stock. We're gonna move the berries over here. And the fish worlds are gonna move over here. Which will give enough space over there for some well-needed bread. And definitely accepting you. Get a bit short. Okay, you are struggling with producing enough flour. Are you stocking up on flour? It's not you, it's you. You're a little bit low on flour. So I'm gonna add one more miller in here. Alright, I think we're also gonna make sure that this is a higher priority, but again, kind of lacking in terms of immigration. We could reduce the... We're still doing okay in terms of money. So let's actually see what happens. Not in here. if we reduce our taxes. So they're both in the green. -4%, much better. Housing shortage, that is affecting us a little bit. I don't think that will add an additional house over there. We could just place some houses down here at the beach. I could absolutely see some houses actually building on these corners. But yeah, if we don't have to, I don't want to. Alright, I actually need someone here and here to do some work. Alright, need to start restructuring our workforce. You are sacked. So we're gonna add one person in here. And we're allowing the resources of coal. And we're definitely gonna store tools in here. And I think that is it for now. I guess we could store some iron in here as well, but that's okay. Then we're adding one more person in here. Get some berries and some fish on the go. And then immediately we're gonna say empty the stocks for berries and for fish. And another person just came in, much appreciated. Let's see how things are going overall. Where did all of our wheat go? Oh, they just take everything. Interesting. Alright. And you are still just lacking wheat, but we do have... Oh, we do have 20... hey, boy. We do have 20 bread, which means we can unlock this trading route, and then we can start selling some boars. Just to get a little bit more money in. We could also sell some bread as well. Regardless, we're definitely gonna do that. Like, unlock this trading route. And like I said, set the boars to be sold until we have 25. Alright, here we go. We have a ton of money, actually. So we're, overall, I want to say, doing really well. Incoming in 2 days. How could we increase the happiness? Housing is insufficient. The refined food is a bit short. Now that we're actually What is this? This hunting? This was hunting. As I was gonna say, now that we have bread. Bread should be refined foods, right? Why can't I click on you? There we go. Refined foods, meat, bread, and cheese. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. Put in another stall. Gonna make sure this time... This is kind of just straightening things out for us. Placing it... I don't know, actually say over here. And again, because it is food, gonna put it on top. Why can't I... Oh, I see. Couldn't move that because it's kind of attached to it, but overall I think that is actually okay. So we are gonna place this down. Right, this way we can actually give our people some more refined foods and hopefully that will make them a little bit happier. Service is not great. I wonder why. Capacity is 30. So we would need a bigger chapel or finally move someone in here. Now we have 77 people. So kind of need to add 50% on those combined in there. Alright, we also do need another worker in here. And with that, we're again like out of workers. Excellent. Alright, this is slowly coming in. I think once this is in, we can actually assign a worker over here. Are you flying? Okay. Kind of looked like he was flying. Anyways. 2 more people. Yes, please. Going to assign 1 more here. Quick check. Berries are gone, so let's remove the berries. And the fish are gone, so let's remove the fish. And instead, gonna make sure we're storing some bread over here. And just to make sure we're producing enough bread, this looks okay now. This is a little bit low on wheat, so I think we actually need another farm. But you know what? That I will leave for the next episode. Overall, here we go though. Overall, we are making progress, which is awesome. And we're very close to producing our own tools. We're actually back up to 25 tools. So let me go ahead and say we're not buying anymore. As this will be put in very soon, we can actually now... No, we can't resume that. We're still short on people. But overall, I think we're... I want to say we're doing great. Look at our little farming area. Would look a little bit nicer if that was now fully set. And with that, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed so yet, please consider doing so. Regardless, I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.